So you've completed a course of Ozempic or some other GLP-1 agonist, and you've lost 30, 40, or 50 pounds with very few side effects, and you believe it's time to stop taking this medication. I've hit my goal, but unfortunately, statistically, you can expect to gain back 2/3 of that weight within a year or less. This was highlighted in an article published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 2022, where it was found that people did have rebound weight gain, but in particular, people that did not have a robust lifestyle or have a support group. So how does this Ozempic rebound occur? Well, in this video, I'm going to discuss how these drugs work, why they cause rebound, and what can you do to prevent it from happening to you. I'm Dr. Messina. When you eat a meal, you distend your stomach and your bowel. A hormone is released, a glycogen-like peptide, which goes to the brain, and it says, decrease the appetite. But it does much, much more than that. It influences a lot of organ systems. It tells the liver to stop producing glucose, the pancreas to release insulin, the kidneys to make more urine, the bowel to slow its motility, giving you a sense of fullness. And maybe most importantly, suppresses the release of the ghrelin hormone, which is very important in appetite regulation. So how do these GLP-1 agonists work? It all has to do with hormones, and hormones are protein substances that work with very specific receptors. And when they bind with their receptor, they cause a physiological effect that's very slow to develop, but very prolonged in duration. When we eat a meal and distend the stomach, and that GLP-1 peptide is released, we lose our appetite, but we've eaten a meal and we've distended our bowel. However, when you take a medication such as Ozempic, you're artificially introducing that GLP-1 agonist and artificially causing all of those physiological changes that I just talked about. But you don't have the caloric intake. And that's how these medications make you lose weight. Unfortunately, when you have a rapid weight loss like this, especially in a near starvation situation, one of the first substances utilized is protein, followed by muscle, and then fat. It was found that weight loss during Ozempic use or any of the other GLP-1 medications lose more muscle mass than regular dieting. And it's probably due to that intense caloric restriction. You probably did notice that you lost a lot of body fat, but you might not have noticed the loss of muscle mass. And unfortunately, anytime you reduce your muscle mass and muscle density, there's a decrease in metabolism. And that decrease in metabolism is going to be one of the key factors in weight rebound. So why does rebound occur? The rapid and extensive weight gain that people experience after stopping a GLP-1 agonist like Ozempic is due to a series of histochemical interactions coupled with that lowered metabolism. It's called physiological rebound. It occurs when fat and muscle start to become restored after a prolonged suppression. Remember, I said ghrelin has been suppressed as well. Ghrelin is a hormone released from the stomach and intestines when they are not distended. So ghrelin tells your brain to increase your appetite. Well, once you stop taking the GLP-1 agonist, ghrelin is released once again, except it significantly overshoots its requirements, leading to a raging appetite. Your overall metabolic rate is decreased, which means now you're going to have a high caloric intake from that increased appetite and a decreased metabolism, leading to rapid and significant weight gain. When we start repairing those tissues, we've lost fat, we've lost muscle. Fat restores faster than muscle. It's a phenomenon known as preferential adipose regain. Losing fat and muscle at the same time, once in a restoration phase, the fat tissue regains well before the muscle tissue or lean tissue. And all of these factors, coupled with the fact that you really didn't initiate a lifestyle change during the course of this weight loss period, you're going to be eating once again with the bad habits that you had before you started this. Therefore, you can expect to gain back 2/3 of that weight in that 1 year period. So now that we know all of the physiological rebound issues that have developed, can you really avoid having the Ozempic rebound? The answer is yes, you can avoid Ozempic rebound, but you have to aggressively change your eating habits and start adding exercise. Try to build lean muscle tissue in advance of restoring those fat reserves. There are several steps that you have to adhere to in order to be successful. First, go slowly. Remember, you started your Ozempic very slowly at the lowest dose for 4 weeks. Then 4 weeks at the next dose. It took about 4 months to get to the highest maintenance dose. Well, when coming off of it, you should do the same thing in reverse. By coming off that GLP-1 agonist slowly, you're going to give your body a chance to react to these new physiological changes and hormonal changes, and you'll have more time to work on your diet and exercise plan. Next, work to restore the muscle mass and density before restoring your fat reserve. And the best way to do this is institute an exercise program that includes weight training. I'm not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger level of training. Even using light weights, the repetitive activity will help restore your muscle mass and muscle density. Your diet should change. It should become a high protein, high fiber, low fat diet. These measures are going to ensure repair and restoration of the muscle before the fat stores. We want to reduce our caloric intake and reduce the profound urge to eat. And one of the best ways you could do this is to slightly distend the stomach and the bowel. It's easily done with a high fiber diet. Being mindful of what you're consuming is going to be extremely important. Avoidance of high calorie, high sugar, low nutritional value substances like sodas and juices is a must. Reducing the amount of saturated fats is also important, especially saturated fats with high carbohydrate loads, such as French fries and other fried foods. And eliminate or sharply reduce starches, especially carbohydrates found in white breads and white flour products. Protein intake is going to be key. Now, you might find it very difficult to have a high protein meat meal or fish meal when you're first coming off of this. Your gut might still be a bit sensitive, but there are ways to get quality protein in without having a heavy meat meal. You could have eggs, egg whites, protein, legumes, whey, and collagen products. Loading the stomach and intestine with high quality protein, low carbohydrate, low fat, and calorie restrictions, you're going to decrease that ghrelin release and decrease your physiological hunger. Those are the steps that you have to take. They're very simple and very straightforward, but they have to be adhered to. By reducing your dosage of the GLP-1 agonist slowly and making these dietary changes and increasing your exercise, you can significantly help maintain your weight loss while warding off the risk of developing Ozempic rebound. Be proud of yourself that you lost all this weight. I hope you learned something in this video, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for future videos, and subscribe. I'll see you at the next video.